Hey guys, Mr. Mineblox here from the Railroad Philosophy Productions channel, and today we're going to do my very first train book review, and this time I'm reviewing Mount Mitchell, Its Railroad and Tow Road by Jeff Lovelace. Now, this book is pretty rare. I had to buy this off the internet, so if you want to get your own Mount Mitchell, Its Railroad and Tow Road, then go and get one while you can. I think I got it from eBay. I can't remember. It's been like a year since I had this book. And say I finally get to review it. And it explains the history of the Mount Mitchell Railroad, but today we're just going to be going through the photo albums in it real quick. Then I'll be explaining my experience / planning to see the Mount Mitchell Tow Road where the tracks used to be, and recording there for this channel. Alright, but I'll be explaining all that later on this video. Let's go and get on with it. This just talks about the history of it, which I'm not going to do right now because it'll just take too long. Here's one I would like to do. Alright, this is the map of where the Mount Mitchell railroad tracks used to be. Right here is where I found the tow road for the first time, where the tracks used to run on. Then it would go all the way up here, then the Camp Alice used to be right here, and right here is Mount Mitchell itself. And also, I like to explain how I first known about the Mount Mitchell Railroad. On my trip to Mount Mitchell State Park once, I was in the museum, where it shows some stuff. Then there was a photo of the Mount Mitchell Railroad, and I was like, it used to have a railroad? I didn't know that. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, then when I discovered there was a book talking about it, I got this, and I pretty much read through it once, and pretty much know some of the railroad. Almost. But yeah, this is the map of it. And I think somewhere in this area would be the tracks to the Western North Carolina Road, since Ridgecrest is right there, and it would go right past it. And right here is the tracks, as you all know. And right here just reads that. You could probably just read that yourself. And also, fun fact, the Mount Mitchell Railroad is almost exactly like the Cass Scenic Railroad in Cass, West Virginia. But on Mount Mitchell Road, instead of going to Bald Knob, it goes straight to Mount Mitchell, and it's located in North Carolina instead of Virginia. West Virginia, I mean. But yeah, you can just read that yourself. Because it's just going to take me way too long to read through all that. And plus, this will be a review on some of it. And here you got a photo of the tower at the Mount Mitchell State Park. Oh dear. Hold on, guys. Let me move the camera up a little bit so you can see it properly. Yeah, that'll do. That's the best I can do. There we go. But yeah, that's the tower. And this is just a photo of some dude, I don't know. And here you got photos of the mountains near Mount Mitchell. Let me stand up. Alright, now let's go on to the next page. Oh, not next page, I mean, let's get to the photo album now. And here we are. We found it. I found it. Yeah, here's the photo album to the Mount Mitchell Railroad. And this is a photo of the Mount Mitchell Railroad going along the road, which is known as the tow road today. And right here, it's kind of hard to see. You can see a dude and the train itself on its logging duties. And here you got the crane, and this on people just posing for the photo on the train. Right here is one of the sawmills at Black Mountain, North Carolina, where the railroad started at, to carry lumber, and this carries logs through town. And here you got the locomotive with some boxes. And on the railroad, they did have an outhouse where the crew members can use the bathroom. I mean, obviously. Alright. Then right here, you got the tracks of where the Mount Mitchell Railroad used to be. And also, right here, if you can read this, it says, photo with view of the Mount Mitchell train ascending Big Slaty Mountain. The train is barely visible by a puff of smoke in the upper center of the picture. The view is from Long Gap on the Mount Mitchell Railroad. But yeah, right here, if you can, let me just move it up. if you look closely right here where my finger is, you can... Let me make sure it's in the camera view, yeah. If you look closely right here, it's, Guys, I'm having some issues here. Let me just move up the camera stand a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. That's more like it. I knew something was wrong, but I fixed it. And right here you can see the smoke from one of the steam locomotives going up the Mount Mitchell. I mean, not Mount Mitchell, Big Slatey Mountain. But yeah, this is the Mount Mitchell Railroad track, and it would go up to here, and you can see the smoke from one of the steam locomotives. And also, this did remind me of the time, like, when I was a baby and we used to travel through the mountains, I would see clouds on the mountains, and I would think they're steam locomotives, until I eventually realized they're not. They're just, like, clouds going through the mountains. But yeah, I used to think like that. This is what it reminds me of. But in here, this is actually a steam locomotive going around the mountain on the Mount Mitchell Railroad. And here you got a photo view of the track looping around. Alright. Then here you got photos of the tracks. Right here is Mount Mitchell where my finger is, and as it would say here. Then you got the tracks going up there again. And also right here is Camp Alice. And right here, if you look closely, you can see the Mount Mitchell Railroad passenger coaches where the passengers would be in. Oops, sorry, did not mean to move the camera. This is where the passengers would board. Then here you got photos of the Mount Mitchell train at Camp Alice, and photos of Camp Alice, some people walking around. And also, look at this. It says, Mrs. Fred Purley prepares for a photo while sitting in front of a friend on a track car, sometimes called Velocipede. Hey, look at that. They have a Velocipede, just like my channel is called Railroad Velocipede Productions. You get it? Because there's a Velocipede right there. You get it? Yeah, I'll just carry on. I'm not the best at jokes. Alright. And here it says Camp Alice, the end of the... Yeah, that's what it says. The Camp Alice is the end of the Mount Mitchell Railroad line. Then here it says another angle of present day Camp Alice. Oh, I have no idea what this road is. Either that's the tow road where the Mount Mitchell Railroad used to be, or I literally don't know. Then right here, this thing at Commissary Ridge with people at this depot, I guess. Then right here you got the trestle near Interstate 40, which is pretty cool because I think that's right at Black Mountain where the tow road begins, where the tracks used to be, and I think there used to be a trestle cross from that crossing Interstate 40. Then here you got photos of one of the locomotives, some dudes. You can see their names, etc., etc., etc. And photo of the railroad. And some logs and steam locomotives. And here this is some accident that happened up there. Well, not accident, what's it say? Photo shows destruction of the Elsa Mitchell Monument. Yeah, I think well, I guess a storm is what happened. At least, that's all I know of. And here you have some dead trees. And I remember when I was at Mount Mitchell State Park, I remember seeing a photo of the dead trees, and it would say it was caused by acid rain. So either it was caused by forest fire or acid rain. I don't know. Alright, then you got more photos of one of these locomotives and some logs there, and a photo of people. What does it say? Climax engine number 4 pauses on the way up to the mountains with a large number of passengers. Note that the spark arrestor is not in use. I have no idea what the spark arrestor is. Let me guys know if you know what it is. And yeah, you got all sorts of locomotives. All sorts of locomotives on the railroad, stopping for photo views, all that stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like a Heritage Weekend per se, where rail fans would, you know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And you guys can read these yourselves. Then you got photos of these custom cars. And right here it would say early crew passenger cars at the Mount Mitchell station, which is probably somewhere in Black Mountain. Also, the flag station can be seen at the left of the train. The flag at the flag station went up when standard gauge trains moved on or off of the interchange from Southern Railway. But yeah, the Mount Mitchell Road used to connect with, well, not connect, like an interchange with the Western North Carolina Railroad, which used to be owned by the Southern Railway. Now it's owned today by Norfolk Southern, and the rest of it that goes to Murphy is owned by the Blue Ridge Southern Railroad and the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad. You can see my 2 vlog videos on that on this channel. And here you got a photo that says Bullhead Mountain and Craggy Dome. Yeah, that's just showing signs of the names of the mountains. Then you got Slaty Mountains again with the tracks looping around the mountain. And over here you got a photo of the Mount Mitchell train doing switchbacks, just like Cass Scenic Road does in West Virginia, and Clicksman Peak. A cloudy day on the railroad. This is them at Clicksman Peak, I believe. And some people posing for a picture on this passenger car. Oh, and guys, this is the photo I was talking about. When I first went up to Mount Mitchell and saw this photo for the first time, this is it. This is the same one I saw up there that shows the railroad. And it's just a climax locomotive stopping on a comeback, posing for the photo. And some permanent work car here for workers to be on, kind of like a work caboose. And here you got an angry climax bringing passengers around Sourwood Gap up to Mount Mitchell. I like it when it says angry, like, grrr, I must get these passengers up to Mount Mitchell ASAP, grrr. But when it says angry climax, it means like it's working hard, is what it really means. It doesn't mean like as in, grrr, I'm so upset, I need to get these passengers up there. That'd be pretty funny. Then you got the Mount Mitchell Railroad passenger train going back from Mount Mitchell all the way to Camp Alice, and Mitchell Ridge in the background, it says. And here you got all sorts of photos of the locomotives and the trains and the track. This is where the water tower would be, like it says there. And there's engine number 3 at the locomotive company, which is somewhere in Black Mountain, I believe. Yeah, it does say near Black Mountain. That's where the Pierlock and Crockett Locomotive Company used to be when it worked on the Mount Mitchell Railroad. And also right here, you can see passenger cars in the background. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Then you got a photo of the tow road itself, where the tracks used to be, and that's the same one I found when I first discovered it. And there's more photos of other stuff about it. You can see them right there. And you can read all this yourself. And yeah, those are one of the crane locomotives I used to carry timber down. And that's pretty much it. And also, let me go ahead and talk about my experience / plans on the Mount Mitchell Tow Road. Or Mount Mitchell Railroad Tow Road, I mean. Alright. Let me talk about my first experience on finding the tow road where the tracks used to be. When I first discovered about the Mount Mitchell Road and getting this book in order to find it, we took a trip to Black Mountain once, and also note I didn't get any footage of it because my channel didn't exist at the time. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, when we took a trip to Black Mountain, North Carolina, we were trying to find the tow road where the railroad tracks used to be, the Mount Mitchell Railroad tracks. And so we looked and looked all day until, like an hour later, we were going down a road next to Interstate 40 where Swannanoa Tunnel is. We were going down that road, and there I saw a sign that said Mount Mitchell Railroad, and on the right of it, it said Tow Road, and there, before my eyes, was the Mount Mitchell Railroad Tow Road itself where the tracks used to be. I was so relieved that we found it at last. And so we explored it, took a picture of the sign. You can see a photo of it right here. Kind of short because my body was in it. Well, my face was in it as well, and I had to edit out my face. You know. But yeah, we explored the tow road. We drove up it where the tracks used to run on. And I felt like I was on the railroad itself. And it just turned into a neighborhood, because there is houses there. And also we made it to the end of the tow road, and there was a trail with rocks all over. That's where the railroad tracks used to carry on. But yeah, the rest of the tow road is where hunters just travel on. The get some bear, all that stuff. But yeah, that's where the Mount Mitchell railroad tracks used to be, running up the tow road and running across, like I just said, that dirt road with the rocks that's covered up now. That's where the tracks used to run on, and on the tow road that began at Black Mountain where the sign was, as I just explained. But yeah, it was a pretty good experience that we finally found it and explored it, and driving on the tow road, which is pavement now, and it's in a neighborhood. But yeah, that's where the railroad tracks exactly used to be. And I was so relieved we found it, and the sign is, well, yeah, that was a pretty good experience. And also, I'll be talking about my plans. Sometime this summer, I don't know, but if we do go back to Black Mountain sometime this summer, I am gonna go back to that same tow road and do some recording there and talking about the full history on the Mount Mitchell Railroad. I'll be uploading that soon, the next time we go back to Black Mountain, North Carolina. But yeah, those are my plans. And also taking another trip to Mount Mitchell State Park to see if I can find the end-of-line station. Here's a picture of it right here of where the end-of-line station used to look like. But yeah, those are my plans the next time I go, and I hope you enjoyed this review on the book, and if you want to get one for yourself and want to know about it, you can go and buy it, but you better hurry because these are pretty rare, and I think they're sold on eBay, I believe. So go and get one while you still can if you are interested. And if you are interested in Minecraft, go to my main channel, Mr. Mineblox, where you can check all that out. And that's the end of this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.